Stir the memory bank. Older supporters of Arsenal will find their minds floating back 27 years to that League and Cup double of 1971. Newcastle followers with a sense of history are talking not of a double but of an alternative treble, because twice before, in 1932 and 1952, the club from the northeast have beaten the side from North London here at Wembley in the FA Cup final. Indeed, this is Arsenal's 13th final and Newcastle's 12th, 25 between them. A sort of silver jubilee. And a different sort of celebration for the Liberian Christopher Wray. The scorer of Arsenal's winning goal in the semi-final was 23 years old on Thursday and learned today that he would play because Dennis Bergkamp, of course, was ruled out yesterday. The goalkeeper and back four are all solid, dependable Englishmen. The front six include 5 players with continental flair, and 7 of the starting 11 are hopeful of playing in the World Cup. Newcastle have 3 men in England's World Cup 30, David Batty, the captain Rob Lee, and of course Alan Shearer. There's a feeling that Pistone will play at right back to Mark Overmars, with Warren Barton playing in front of him. Tamiri Kitsbaya is preferred to Andreas Anderson. John Barnes is among the substitutes, but Ian Rush did not make the 16, and neither did the injured Keith Gillespie. So our World Cup referee is the man in charge, and on one of the warmest cup final afternoons I can remember, here's a shirt-sleeved Trevor Brooking.
Always think on cup finals it is warm. It's going to be very important as a result of that, both sides don't squander possession unnecessarily. And from a formation point of view, Pistone is playing at right back. He is going to mark Overmars, and they're playing 4-4-2 Newcastle, the same as Arsenal.
And it's Newcastle first onto the attack in the black and white stripes, and as you can imagine, there's phenomenal support from the Geordies here. Making a run now down the right-hand side, and Anelka's in the centre waiting. This is Ray Parlour, and he's forced a corner.
The strength of Arsenal is the pace of Overmars down the left-hand side, and Ray Parlour, look at that strong run. Stuart Pearce just going for the one short, and it was good covering by Howie.
Arsenal have got Keown and Ray waiting for the corner. Adams is there, but there was some pushing, climbing, says the referee.
Shay Given isn't the tallest of goalkeepers. Pretty evident in that cross there that he's going to stay on the line. Look, he starts to come, then goes back in. Bit of climbing by Adams, but that looks a dangerous outlet for Arsenal.
This is Ketsbaya, picked it up from a good header by Gary Speed. And Barton's well forward too. Ketsbaya now. Ketsbaya to get something going for Arsenal. There he is again, Ray Parlour. Christopher Ray to his left, Anelka to his right. Still Parlour. Block was by Howie, and now there's a flag up for offside against Anelka. It does just that. Anelka is down the middle. Parlour's out right. This is Anelka. He wants somebody in the centre now. Vieira's gone there. This is Parlour. It's too long for Vieira, and it's too wide for Overmars.
It's been a good one.
He's in front of Pistone. Overmars! Arsenal have scored! And it's Mark Overmars. What a season he's having. He got beyond Pistone and slid the ball under Given. And Arsenal, the team chasing the double, are in the lead in the cup final. The through ball, it was Overmars and Pistone, 1 against 1. Overmars shook him off and guided the ball between Given's legs.
Great ball by Petit. Pistone was a yard caught alongside him, not behind him, and Overmars' pace. How often have we seen him get behind people and toe-end it in? Tactically, Kenny Dalglish thought he'd resolved that by playing Pistone and Barton, but they've been caught out. And now Newcastle have to have a rethink. You just saw it coming, didn't you, the few minutes leading up to that. They missed a great chance, nearly got through it again, and on the third time, it was third time lucky. Speed gets the first sort of challenge, and then he comes inside. Bit unlucky, it was straight at David Seaman. Either side, and it would have been a bit more of a problem.
The play-on signal. It's quite a tussle, that, isn't it?
Neither of them were going to get the ball there anyway, and Alan Shearer backpedaling, falling into Tony Adams, trying to make it look as if he was climbing over him. I think Paul Durkin got it right, just let it go back to David Seam and get on with it.
Here's Ray. Needed covering that. Parlour. Oh, what are Newcastle doing there? Clearing hurriedly is the answer. Now there's a foul. Kepsbire has gone down. Martin Keown, so determined in every challenge. Now, can Newcastle pull a rabbit out of the hat in injury time? Warren Barton is in the middle. Shearer has come over to this side of the pitch where Tony Adams is watching him closely. The two of them together again here. Oh, and Shearer's caught him. Shearer's caught Adams a fraction late, right in front of the assistant referee. And Mr. Durkin has gone to his book, and Alan Shearer is going to get the yellow card. He was a fraction late here.
It's frustration more than anything. Tony Adams knew he was coming. Alan Shearer started to go, never going to make contact with the ball, and in this day and age, Paul Durkin had to show the yellow card, I think, and of course.
Now it's Dixon. Ray with Parlour making a forward run on this flank. Took two Newcastle players with him. That's a mistake by Vieira. This is a possibility for Shearer. He's got Barton to his right and Speed to his left. Foraging alone at the moment, Alan Shearer. And outnumbered effectively by Arsenal. And now Petit, as the ball was won in midfield. Parlour. Now that's an offside. Yes, he went a bit early, Nicholas Anelka. Barton to Lee. And still Rob Lee. Free kick to Newcastle. Not far, well, a few yards outside the penalty area. This is promising.
Stuart Pearce has just moved the ball 5 yards further forward. Paul Durkin spotted it. I thought Stuart Pearce was going to edge it forward enough for him to think about a shot, and Paul Durkin just enjoying a joke with him about the idea.
He still could try a shot from that angle with his left foot, couldn't he? Howie in the middle of the penalty area now. Shearer jostling, Pearce, deflection. And from Arsenal's point of view, the danger is not over. This is De Bizas. Oh, and he's taken a tumble here. Tony Adams. This is a better spell for Newcastle. In fact, it's their best spell. It's indirect, but they're lining up in the centre for Rob Lee to take it. Shearer's there. De Bizas, Howie and Speed. Oh, and at the back post it was. De Bizas. That was the best we've seen from Newcastle. He hit the bar. The Greek international from Lee's free kick. De Bizas climbing, and it clips the crossbar. Winterburn was on the line. And at that moment, Arsenal are to make a change. Christopher Ray is going off. And on comes David Platt, the former England captain, who has never played in an FA Cup final until now. More conviction about Newcastle these last 10 minutes, but here's Vieira for Arsenal. Important challenge by De Bizas, how he was able to cover. Vieira pesters him still. Free kick to Newcastle. Pistone. Lee. This is Batty. Speed. Oh, it's a mistake by Martin Keown, and Shearer's in for Newcastle. He's hit the post. Oh, it's hit the post and come back out from Alan Shearer. And what a let-off for Martin Keown.
Well, that's amazing, isn't it? Just perhaps it's the hot sunshine. Players beginning to feel a bit lethargic and tired. That was a very basic error by Martin Keown. Shearer pounced in it on his left foot. Everyone assumed it was going to be a goal. Back off the inside of the post, Seaman beaten.
Here come Arsenal. Bit shaken by that, surely. It's a lofted ball trying to pick out Overmars, but Newcastle now in the space of 3 minutes have hit the bar and hit the post. And this was the England centre-forward against the England goalkeeper after a mistake by the England centre-half. And it comes out again. Dead unlucky, Shearer. If you beat Seaman from there, you'd expect a score.
He hits it well on his left foot. I do believe it. If it had been his right, it would have been a goal, but hit it well enough, beat Seaman, just dragged it off the inside of the post.
Now we've got a cup final. Here's Parler, looking for Anelka. Oh, the flag stays down. Can Anelka take it on from here? Nicholas Anelka! Oh, Arsenal have got 2-0. Is that going to clinch the double? He's gone so far away from the other players, they haven't got there to congratulate him yet. Nicholas Anelka beats the offside trap here. The flag stayed down, he took it away, he took it on, and he fired it beyond Shea Given. And with 21 minutes to go, it's Arsenal 2, Newcastle 0.
Howie, the wrong side of Anelka. The Bisas moving up to play the offside. There's 4 at the back against 1. He gets a clear run on goal, tucks it away into the corner superbly.
Celebrations on the Arsenal bench. Right through the centre. Oh, he's been brought down. It's Steve Howie. What's going to happen here? What is Paul Durkin going to do? It's yellow. It's yellow for Steve Howie.
Well, I have to say it's a red card decision, this, because Ray Parler, there's no way he's going to get caught by De Bisas, who's alongside, but he's 2 or 3 yards adrift of him. He's going on his right foot. He's clipped his heel. It's an unlucky decision, but I think he had to be a red card in the current climate, but he's got away with it, and so let's see if they can make the most of the free kick.
Well, there's a man on the line. David Platt's gone running into the 6-yard box. He can't be offside. And now Vieira's gone forward, and that's Petit! What a dramatic few minutes here. Strike. Platt's coming to join him now. Can he pull it back, Nicholas Anelka? Parler! 1 minute Parler was diving in defence, where the tackling and the covering has been quite outstanding by Arsenal. The next second, Trevor, he's in the attack, having a shot at goal.
Anelka did great. His pace causing Pistone problems, held it up, couldn't quite keep the shot down.
Shearer waits with Anders Anderson. Ketspire! Oh, there's a chance here. Is he offside? Alan Shearer. No, he wasn't. There was no flag. What a chance. It's a corner, I think.
Alan Shearer definitely thought he was offside. He hesitated just sufficiently. Look, the ricochet comes in. He is offside, there's no question. Gets it under control, waits, and it was Nigel Winterburn who came in. It would have been a bad decision because it should have been flagged off. But well done, Nigel Winterburn.
Great challenge, wasn't it? Corner to be taken by Rob Lee. Howie is up there. So is De Bisas here. Oh, Shearer wanted it. Hit it. Comes back to Watson for Newcastle. This could be their last throw. That's another foul on the edge of the area. Free kick to Newcastle. Fedor Shearer do it. Shearer! It's not gone his way today. A litany of second half incidents. He hit the post. He had the moment just then when he thought he was offside and was caught by Winterburn when perhaps he might have scored, and now he fires the free kick some way wide, and he's been booked as well. Anderson again for Newcastle. And De Bisas is in the centre. David Seaman lets it go.
Once again, the final will just quite often letting Newcastle down. Anderson moving out to the right well, and they've just overhitting the cross, and Seaman covering it comfortably. I think no one could begrudge Arsenal the double because they've played superbly.
That's Overmars! Goodness me, he hit that from just inside the Newcastle half. You were saying, Trevor?
Shea Given quite relieved. See that one not go over his head. But I think 2 goals is about right. Newcastle did have that 10-minute spell, but they haven't passed the ball well enough, shown enough flair, shown enough positive thoughts about going forward and supporting Alan Shearer, and I think it just shows you the golf they've got to make up, I think, next year in the Premiership.
Here's Andreas Andersen in the last few minutes. Here's Batty. Andersen sets it up. Gary Speed. Well, they've had their chances, you know, in the second half. They really have.
It's a bad miss. Gary Speed on his left foot, his favoured foot, across the face of the goal. I mean, he wasn't under pressure. Just knocked by Andersen square, and everyone dives in to try and block it. Look at the commitment by the defence, but he's dragged the shot anyway.
Yes, commitment is a big word in Arsenal's vocabulary, and it's shown in the second half here. The agony for Kenny Dalglish. Ecstasy not far away for Arsenal now. They're screaming for the final whistle, the Arsenal fans. This is Patrick Vieira trying to bring the ball out. Doesn't really succeed. Newcastle still having a bit of a say at the end. Rob Lee, if it is the end. And it might be now, because we're in stoppage time at Wembley. And Arsenal are within seconds of winning the League and Cup double and emulating the 1971 team. Look at those scenes. They'll be asking Paul Durkin how much he's going to add on. Gilles Grimondi there on the far side may get a taste of the action. This is Speed. And now it's Barnes. Volleyed away as Overmars tries to close in on the far side. Header back was safe. Second minute of stoppage time. Forward for Alan Shearer. Speed is backing him up here. Barnes joining Shearer in the centre. Anderson's there as well. Header out. And there it is! Arsenal of 1998 have matched their predecessors of 1971. They have won the League and Cup double with a mixture of continental flair and English dependability. The North London Cup equals the achievement of Manchester United. They've won the double twice. Overmars in the first half, Anelka in the second half have left Newcastle crestfallen. And Ray Parlour, a strong candidate for man of the match. Arsene Wenger, no question about it, the manager of the season.
Well, it's a marvellous effort, really. I mean, Dennis Bergkamp must feel frustrated having watched on the sidelines, but Patrick Vieira, young Anelka, what a future he's got in front of him. Scoring in a cup final. I wonder how many times he might do that in the future. This Arsenal team now, where do they go? How do they improve on doing the double? But it's been a marvellous performance, and as I say, I don't think any other supporter will begrudge them, because this time they've done it in style and thoroughly deserved it.
So, on his own admission, that the Arsenal captain, Tony Adams, was looking at life through the bottom of a glass. He's now looking at it from on top of the football world. What an achievement this is. And what a moment this is for everybody connected with Arsenal. The rehabilitation of Tony Adams has mirrored the regeneration of Arsenal. They've won the double again. Mark Overmars, whose goals proved so priceless in the decisive league match, or matches really, against Manchester United and Everton, and again today. Arsene Wenger able to get his hands on the trophy himself, and rightly so. Another totally committed Arsenal performance. They have emulated their predecessors of 1971, and now, along with Manchester United, they have the proud record of having won the double twice.